Well, that was fun.
It was.
Oh, and I
You
had
can
such
share
other
your other stuff you wanted, though.
Oh, I know, but it's okay because I think what
Yeah.
I'm going to do on the other stuff is I'm literally going to it was a passage in First Corinthians and then one in Second Corinthians, and
What are the words?
let me. Oh, they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
I get such a kick. I just get such a kick out of doing this stuff. I really do, because I find such beauty in it, and then I just giggle.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting to see this stuff. Oh, so that one portion is I was going through First Corinthians chapter 10, and in the English it's like, but I would that you know, my brethren, that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all of them in the sea were baptized, and all by Moshe were baptized in the cloud and the sea, and all of them ate of one spiritual food. And then they drank the one spiritual drink, and the spiritual rock, the rock that was Mashiach himself. And I'm looking at all of this stuff, and again, this is the process of our becoming. And so I wanted to go through some of those things, because it's like, oh my gosh, the way that they translate this is so awful. And especially the portion where it says the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play, which I have always connected to the sin of the golden calf, right? Okay. All right. I got to show this to you. I'm sorry. I got to show this to you. I can't help it. I get so excited. But you got to see this. Okay. So here's the verse of the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. But this section right here, this word has a lamed, this word has a lamed, and this word has a lamed. And all of these were added to these words. So you have instructions, teachings and light, a teaching shepherd that comes to teach your heart, right? And so something that looks really negative is like, no, it's not. This whole thing in the process of becoming. And in this verse right here, or this word right here, we were talking about becoming a breathing one, to be, become, come to pass from Hayah. It has an added noon on the front of it, a risen noon. But we know this whole verse is talking about a spiritual path that we're to take to produce heirship, to be heirs to a throne. The noon also represents having a strong base. So like when a seed sprouts, it starts with its base first. And I was sharing in one of my teachings about, I always picture a sunflower, because it amazes me how such a small seed can grow into such a ginormous plant. And when you look at the head of the sunflower, when it's full of its fruit, and then you look down at the base, like, it had to be a strong support. So that's what this is talking about right here. So this verse is not anything of what we think it says in English. So I didn't get to go over that today, but I definitely want to share more of it, because it's amazing to see what it's saying to us. So anyway, I get to the point though that I start digging out some of these verses, and then I get really tired. It's like,
I know. Yeah, I'm sure it takes something out of you. I can't wait till I can do what you do, though. Do it at ease like that. I would, trip over a lot of it.
But it's all the process of becoming, though. I mean, the things that are most valuable in our lives are the things that we've struggled the hardest with, right? So if somebody goes to university and they get a degree and they spent hours and hours and hours of studying and lab work and all of this stuff, by the time you come out with your certificate, it costs you a lot. I mean, it costs you in your bank account, but it costs a lot of your time and the struggle of trying to learn the material. And whenever something new is introduced, you're always going to struggle with it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
I can't even tell you how long, like when I first started looking at it, how long it would take me to wrestle out just one word, just one word, or even with Mother's teaching and trying to figure out the letters, the time that I took to just memorize the letters and with flashcards and their paleo meanings, that really wasn't that fun. I'm in the fun stuff now.
Well, I know. And that's what's so valuable, Carrie, is because you didn't have that person ahead of you helping you like you're helping me. So you are valuable.
Oh,
You
thank
just, I
you.
mean,
Well,
wow.
I feel so honored that I'm not only able to share it with you, but sharing it
Mhm.
with other people that are coming to the YouTube,
Mhm.
channel to watch it. But it makes the struggle such a thing of beauty to realize that although Ken and I didn't have really anybody to assist us in wrestling with
No.
this except for the spirit, what it is produced in us, and for us
Yeah.
to be able to say, hey, guess what? I can help it. I can help you go a little bit faster than we did.
Yeah.
Point you here and point you here so you can cut away all of this other stuff that was just, we had to
Yeah.
hoe through a lot of things to be able to start presenting a path
Yes.
to then reach our hand out and say, hey, Regina, come this way. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, nope, you don't need to go down that, and you don't need to go down that. If you want to be here, come this way.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Wonderful. Yeah.
it's a treat.
Amen.
It's a
Mhm.
treat.
Yes.
So thank you for seeing that.
Yeah. Yeah.